Am I the jerk for getting my stepdaughter arrested for attacking my son? For context, I have a son from my first marriage, and same for my husband, but he has a daughter. The two children are the same age and are great friends, but one day my stepdaughter asked my son out since me and my husband have no children together, which means the kids are not related. And by the way, the kids are 16 with a 5-month gap. My son was born in June, and my stepdaughter was born in January. Anyways, when my stepdaughter asked my son out, he rejected her because he considered her his family, and this isn't Sweet Home Alabama. So he said he could be with her, and she got furious and left to her room. Later that day, my son told me what had happened, so I told my husband, and he talked to his daughter about it. Later that night, I heard screaming and saw my son running into my room. Both me and my husband were awake and saw my son bleeding with my stepdaughter behind him with a knife. I told my husband to take his daughter and deal with as I took my son to understand what happened. He told me she attacked him because he rejected her, so she lost it. After he told me that, I immediately called the cops and told them that my stepdaughter had harassed my son and attacked him with a knife. 27 minutes later, the police were here and had a warrant. They asked for my stepdaughter's side of the story, then asked for my son's side, and she said that, apparently, my son had made fun of her and pushed her when he rejected her, which is false, and luckily the cops believed my son and arrested my stepdaughter without my son wanting to press charges. The next day, my husband said he wanted a divorce, knowing well that my son didn't want to press charges, which my husband understood, but said that I called the cops on his daughter, which isn't true because I called the cops so they could help my son, because I called 911 expecting paramedics or police depending on the situation, and I expected this because I am new to the US and in my home country there is one number for paramedics or police depending on your situation. But even after I explained that, my husband still was mad and wanted to leave me, so we left each other. And since we didn't have shared money or anything, we didn't have to do anything except verbally agree on a divorce. But anyways, it's time for the question AITJ. Am I the jerk?